I guess I'll start with, the toughest challenge we have facing our industry right at the moment is finding qualified help. For the technicians that are leaving the industry for retirement, have allowed their skills to get outdated, are dying, we're not able to grow them fast enough. So we literally have to have training in-house to keep them going. The apprenticeship program has been beautiful for Mickey's Car ER because it helps with the expense, as well as technical training that our guy is getting at CCBC has just been phenomenal. And then of course he comes here and he's mentored by two phenomenal technicians on site. It's just win-win for everybody. Yeah, Tim, I think you hit it on the head. CCBC Technicians Training School over there is one of the best in the entire country. Trainers that they have at CCBC Catonsville are phenomenal. I've known several of them personally for many, many years. They do a great job building that early foundation for our technicians of tomorrow. What I really like about the program is that we in the field can go to them. We see the technology changing. We see hands-on what is needed as far as training. We can make those recommendations, and then they will build that program around our recommendations, which is really, really nice. Well, the biggest thing that I see is, not to mention some of the schools, but a lot of that is, and some of the other programs are primarily classroom. You know, you hear 80% in the classroom, 20% in the shop. CCBC is probably 90% or higher in the shop, hands-on, with qualified trainers to work with our guys. They do some classroom, but it's hands-on, right down to the nitty-gritty. That's all I can say. All good points, Tim. I've seen historically in some shops is they are guilty of hiring a young person and just throwing them to the wolves, so to speak. They go into tire bays, They learn how to do tires really well, oil changes really well, and they get kind of burnt out because they're not being challenged. They're not being taught how to do other things automotive related where they can grow in the business. The nice thing about getting the formal education at CCBC is that they're taught in a shop with qualified instructors how to do things. I mean, they're steering and suspension, brakes, eventually air conditioning, rebuilding engines. It's all there. And they have a flow chart to follow, and they get through all the programs, and they get a good foundation for all the things that they're going to be doing automotive-wise in their career. I've seen shops that hire these young kids, they get burnt out, they're not challenged. Next thing you know, they're gone to go to work for Chick-fil-A, or someplace else. So they need that formal education, and employers gotta make the commitment to allow them to go to that training and get that foundation, as I call it, because it's the best foundation they can get. And then they feel like we're investing in them, and that our long-term commitment is to see them rise and eventually become a master technician and not just stuck in the tire bays forever.